Does God condone lying? Is God a man that he should lie? 1 Kings 22:22 and 23. And the Lord said unto him, Wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, Thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put the lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. What exactly is going on? Does God allow lying spirits to go into people? And that goes to where I'm trying to direct my question. And my complaint is that in Genesis 12, starting at verse 10, we are told that Abram tries to prostitute his wife twice. I'm not disputing if it's his sister. He says in Genesis 20 it's his sister. But do lying spirits flow through God's prophets or any prophet? And there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down into Egypt to sojourn there, for the famine was grievous in the land. And it came to pass when he was come near to enter into Egypt, and he said unto Sarah his wife, Behold now, I know thou art a fair woman to look upon. Therefore it shall come to pass, when the Egyptians shall see thee, that they shall say, This is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. Say, I pray thee, thou art my sister, that it may be well with me for thy sake, and my soul shall live because of thee. And it came to pass that when Abram was come into Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman, that she was very fair. The princes also of Pharaoh saw her and commended her before Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into the Pharaoh's house. And he entreated Abram well for her sake. He had sheep, oxen, and he asses, men servants, maid servants, and she asses and camels. That's what he was given. But my problem is here. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abram's wife. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, What hast thou done to me? Why didst thou not tell me she was thy wife? Why saidst thou, She is my sister, so I might take her to me to wife? Now therefore, behold thy wife, take her and go thy way. So it says he took her as his wife. He had sex with her, probably had babies with her. And Pharaoh commanded his wife concerning him, and they sent him away, and his wife, and all that he had. Genesis 20. He tries it again. 8 chapters later. And Abram journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelled between Kadesh, Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said unto his wife Sarah, She is my sister. And Abimelech king of Gerar sent and took Sarah. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night, and said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife. But Abimelech had not come near her. And he said, Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation? Said he not unto me, She is my sister? And she even herself said, He is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and the innocency of my hands have I done this. And God said unto him in a dream, Yea, I know that thou didst this in integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffer I thee not to touch her. Now therefore restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee. Wow. And thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine. Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning and called his servants and told all these things in their ears, and the men were sore afraid. And Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, What hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended thee, that thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not be done. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What sawest thou that thou hast done this thing? And Abraham said, Because I thought, surely the fear of God is not in this place, and I will slay, and they will slay me for my wife's sake. And yet indeed she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. Now in Leviticus 18, it tells you not to look at the nakedness of the daughter of your father. Something to read. And it came to pass, when God caused me to wander from my father's house, that I said unto her, This is thy kindness which thou shalt show unto me at every place, whether we shall come, say of me, He is my brother. And just like Pharaoh and Abimelech took sheep, oxen, men's servants, women's servants, and gave them unto Abraham, and restored him his wife Sarah. Amazing. And Abimelech said, Behold, my land is before thee, dwell where it pleaseth thee. And Sarah, he said, Behold, I have given thy brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, he is to thee a covering of the eyes unto all that are with thee. With all others, thus she was reproved. So Abraham prayed unto God, and God healed Abimelech and his wife and his maidservants, and they bare children. For the Lord had fast closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah's wife. So Genesis 12:17, it said God plagued Egypt or plagued Pharaoh's house because of Sarah. And then in Genesis 20:18, it says, For the Lord had fast closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah's, Abraham's wife. How does God honor someone that does this? Who tries to prostitute his wife twice?